Okay, Dan, so here you go. Good job last week and good seeing you last night. Just keep working on your first shift, get some momentum. You do a really good job in it. I mean, last week, I think you did a better job than, um, actually, the week before, you did a better job than last week, and I'll show you why. Well, let's get you back up at the beginning here. What you do really good, you've always done this well, even from the first day I saw you. This video here at the top was, I think, 2 weeks ago. And this video down here was the one we just did last week. And watch how nicely as you come up, you start to shift out. And look at how that affects your back leg. Your back leg is in a linear position. You have the weight on the inside part of the foot, and the weight's on the inside part of the leg. If I draw a line straight up, your body is really well inside that line. Now over here, what you were doing is you were focusing on getting a lower center of gravity. So you were dipping first, and notice that, I mean, even at the point you break your hands, you still haven't even moved off. So you've come up, and now you've just, at this point, look at the difference in where you are. Let's draw a line up. See how close you are to that line? Everything, you got a lot more behind the line than you do in, a lot more behind the line than you do in the top video. So again, just get that body shift out first, and then you lower your center of gravity. I think you do it really well in the last week, the week before, I'm sorry. And just keep doing that. That's the feel you want. You just get out, and then as you get out, you get lower. So always got to look at the legs first. So as this leg gets into a nice linear power to drive, um, this leg down here, at the point where you break your hands, is still vertical, much more vertical. So you're going to get a slower start. So the weight, the lowering of the body doesn't happen until you've already shifted your weight like you did up here. The good thing that I like in this video is that look at the difference in your arm than this here. And look at how much lower your hand is. That's going to get your arm up into a better position. It's going to avoid getting that elbow up way above the shoulder. And you'll see that. That's a big difference that you've made in just a couple weeks. So that's good. But let's just remember to keep this the same. What you've been doing up here is fantastic. And it's also keeping your body closed off so that you won't open too soon. All right. Now let's take you out here past, show you some angles here. All right, so at landing here, let's take a look. So your angle of degrees there off the rubber is about 64 degrees. This side here, no, I can't see it, is about 60. So you're lower in the top video. That's excellent. Let's take a look at your front leg. Angle of degrees there is about 65. Let's do it down here. It's going to be a big difference here, you can tell. Look at how much higher you are here, how much more vertical you are, because you got more momentum in the top video here a couple weeks ago. Got much more momentum going out, and your center of gravity lowered naturally, and that's what you want to do. So whatever you've been doing, don't change that. Keep going, because that's exactly what you want to do. The more we get power from the back side, the further that stride will come out, okay? So the top video looks great, but here's a better thing that you're doing in the bottom video. Because you broke the hands late, look at where your hand is. And when you land the front foot, in the top video, do you see how close your hand is to your head up here? That's too much flex in the elbow there, and it's going to take too much force, too much torque there. That's gonna eventually hurt you. So the bottom video, the hand break was much better, and it turned out later on in the delivery at this point that it's going to keep your arm in a better and healthier position. So as you turn, you see how You see how close you are there? You got a little bit more distance in here than you do up here. So the arm's going to lay back nicer, and it's going to lay back sooner when it's away from the head. All right, it can still get a little further away. Also, take a look at the height of your elbow here as you land front foot, and here as you land front foot. See that? Compared to this. Look at the difference there. So it's real good. Much better for the arm in that position. So good job getting the arm up later. What a little change can make a big difference, right? And I love the way you keep your chin behind your belt buckle. It looks great. So we've got the chin behind the belt buckle, giving your body a lot of time here to power. And I really like the way you are keeping the heel here, the action of the heel. It does not pop up. I think in the bottom video, it pops up a little higher than it does, or, you know, it kind of goes too vertical too soon. In the bottom video, in the top video, it certainly looks more of a power drive than it does in the bottom video. But that's probably because you had too much weight on there too long, so it just reacted too late. Yep, that's what it's going on here. It just kind of pushes off. Once you get that foot down, now we get a little bit of a push off. Over here, it looks like you're able to push out right there. You see that little push before you get the weight down. So I can already see more heel movement before you got the foot down than I do here. Okay, so there's your heel touching down, and here's your heel touching down. So I definitely can see the white part of your shoe there up at the top. So whatever you're doing in the top video, where you're getting that weight shift early, just a little bit of a lean, now from here, as you start to go out, you can tinker with trying to get a little bit lower, but not much. I mean, you've got a decent amount of leg flex. We just need to power out of that leg flex a little bit better. And remember to drop those hands nice and low so that the hand does not get up too early, so that it gives it too much time to bend back into the head, and then it doesn't get to that nice, you know, when the foot lands and all this forces are going up, this arm's going to take the force and it's got to lay back quick, and it's not going to lay back quick if the hand is too close to the head. It won't lay back until it's cleared the head. But if it's already clear from the head right here, then it'll lay back. So we want that hand to be somewhere out here where that arrow is. Boom, so it'll pop back fast and sling forward. Okay, we got a little bit of elbow out in front of the face. Internal rotation's a little bit late because we got that flex in the elbow, which is a little too much there. Okay, but it's much better than it is in the top. So that's a big improvement. All right, I hope that helps out. I'll see you soon.